Hey, New London. Well, we've had people asking questions, and we've most certainly seen the social media comments. So let's take a road trip and have a discussion about the streets in our city on this episode of News London. All right, I know, bad puns aside, we wanted to take an opportunity to provide residents some information on road improvement efforts for the City of New London. First off, let's talk about the current street conditions. The city is required by state law to perform what's called a PASER rating every other year on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being a brand new road. As you can see by the chart, the majority of roads in New London are rated a 3, 4, or 5. So yes, we definitely have some work to do. So that begs the question, what has the city done? Here's a map showing road improvement projects over the past 10 years. In that time frame, New London has made improvements on 29 different road segments. So we've come a long way and understand there's still work to be done, but it does all come down to funding. As you can see by this table, road reconstruction is expensive, and the city has spent nearly $5 million over the past 6 years improving the roads in New London. That number includes this year's projects on Avon, Lima, and Lion Street, estimated at $1.7 million. So how can we do more? Well, it's a tough balancing act, as the state of Wisconsin has limitations restricting local governments on increasing property taxes for funding additional projects. So how do other communities deal with those same challenges? Well, for one, many other communities charge special assessments to property owners up to half the cost of construction. Right now, the City of New London only charges an assessment to replace a private sanitary or water lateral and does not charge any assessments for curb, gutter, road pavement, sidewalk, or storm sewers. If New London would charge assessments like those other communities, we could do 50% more of the work. But then those property owners near the project would receive large assessment bills for those improvements. And that brings me to my next revenue source that some communities are using, called a municipal vehicle registration fee, or more commonly known as the wheel tax. Yes, I know, I said a dirty word. So why did the city start the wheel tax? Well, it was in response to residents wanting more improvements. Like I mentioned before, with the challenges of the state levy restrictions and the council not in favor of charging large assessments, instead the council decided to try a wheel tax to bring in additional revenue. Now, we do see all the comments on social media stating that the wheel tax money must be mismanaged or something because residents don't see drastic street improvements in the city. Well, the fact is, the city brings in just over $125,000 per year in wheel tax revenue. That's not a lot when you look at street projects and compare it to the cost of a project like this year's, estimated at $1.7 million. If you would like additional information on what we've covered here, or the $6 million in grant funding the city has recently received for road improvements and how that directly saves you money, check us out at newlondonwi.org/streets. Thanks for watching.